That is the difference and disagreement in Meghan and royal family's lifestyle. It emphasizes that Meghan is not suitable to step into the royal family. In fact, Meghan's statement was not simply a complaint about the way the interview was conducted.
Hello everyone, a warm welcome to my channel. As always, I would like to introduce my beautiful and wonderful companion, Miss Freya. Hello Freya, how are you feeling right now?
Hello Adam and everyone. I am feeling excited. Let's get started with our show.
Great. Today we will delve deeper into Meghan Markle's engagement interview and her claims of a staged reality show. Meghan was actually acting insincere from the beginning. It's just that the royal family didn't notice. Do you think so?
Meghan Markle's 2017 engagement interview with BBC journalist Michal Hussein raised early warning signs about her sincerity. Later came under scrutiny after Meghan described it as an orchestrated reality show in the 2022 Netflix docuseries Harry and Meghan. Despite this comment was refuted by the BBC at the time. Also, if you just pay a little attention, Meghan's performance during the interview suggests that her responses and body language appeared insincere, something that was initially overlooked due to the excitement surrounding the couple's engagement. Furthermore, Meghan reportedly criticized Hussein for not being empathetic or warm enough, a claim that Hussein herself addressed, noting her confusion over Meghan's retrospective comments.
So the notion that such a pivotal moment was merely staged has stirred quite a debate. How should we interpret Meghan's comments in light of royal expectations?
Yes, it can be said that Meghan's comments are indeed provocative and cast a shadow over her relationship with the royal family from the very beginning. It's essential to understand that royal engagements are steeped in tradition and typically follow a very structured format. Describing the interview as an orchestrated reality show not only challenges this tradition, but also suggests a premeditated approach to her entry into the royal world. This could imply a disconnect between her personal expectations and the established norms of royal behavior. It would not be wrong to say that it's quite a serious allegation to make, especially considering the context. This was not just any interview. It was a globally watched engagement announcement. Calling it an orchestrated reality show casts a very strategic light on Meghan's actions and raises questions about her authenticity from the very start of her entry into the royal family. At the same time, more than that is the difference and disagreement in Meghan and royal family's lifestyle. It emphasizes that Meghan is not suitable to step into the royal family. In fact, Meghan's statement was not simply a complaint about the way the interview was conducted, but rather reflected a fundamental disagreement between her and the way the royal family operates. While the royal family has traditionally maintained a somewhat controlled relationship with the press, Meghan has sought a more free and candid approach to the media. This suggests a difference in perspective and expectations between Meghan and traditional royal norms.
So that's an interesting point. And yet, there were early warning signs, according to palace insiders. These signs were apparently overlooked. Could this have been a missed opportunity to address potential issues?
Certainly. It seems there was a significant underestimation of these early signs. The palace, perhaps caught up in the global enthusiasm for the new royal couple, might have overlooked subtle cues in Meghan's demeanor and responses that hinted at her discomfort with royal protocols and media interactions. This oversight might have led to escalating tensions later on, which we've seen unfold very publicly. Looking back, the sources suggest that her body language and responses during the interview seemed contrived, which should have been a red flag about her future interactions with the royal family and the media.
It seems there was a disconnect between how Meghan portrayed herself and the expectations of royal conduct. And speaking of public unfoldings, Meghan also criticized Michal Hussein, the interviewer, for lacking empathy. This criticism seems to point towards a deeper clash of expectations. How does this criticism align with traditional royal media relations?
Clearly, Traditional royal media relations are indeed about balance and maintaining a certain decorum. Meghan's critique of Hussein as lacking empathy indicates an expectation for a different kind of media interaction than is customary in royal engagements. Royals are expected to maintain a composed and somewhat reserved demeanor, which might have felt restrictive or cold to Meghan. Her criticism could be viewed as a call for a more personalized and less formal media approach, which clashes with long-standing royal protocols. To be more precise, it highlights a potential expectation for special treatment and perhaps a misunderstanding of the impartiality required in journalism, especially in such high-profile settings. This could be seen as an early indication of the challenges that would later unfold in her relationship with the media and the institution of the monarchy itself.
Yeah, I agree with what you said. The signs of arrogance, insolence, and lack of sincerity towards the royal family and towards everyone were evident from the very beginning. And yet, Harry and Meghan's narrative in their Netflix series paints a different picture. Harry mentioned that royal correspondents are essentially an extended PR arm of the royal family. How does this claim fit into the broader narrative?
Harry's statement is a direct challenge to the symbiotic relationship between the royal family and the press. By framing royal correspondents as mere extensions of royal PR, Harry seems to be disputing the independence of the press, which could be seen as an attempt to discredit negative coverage as inherently biased. This stance likely stems from their personal grievances with how the press has treated them, which they feel has been unfairly critical or intrusive. This perspective heavily influences their public statements and actions as they seek to reclaim control over their narrative, often in ways that contradict traditional royal practices.
But obviously the person who offended the reporters and the media is the most stupid of all celebrities, especially those who want to develop in Hollywood. Then it is clearly an incomprehensible mistake. Before it even started, everything seemed to be destined to end. And let's not forget that discrepancies in their stories about how they met and Meghan's prior knowledge of Harry have also surfaced. How damaging are these inconsistencies to their credibility?
I know that the word trust has become anachronistic for Meghan at this point, but we're talking about Meghan Markle's 2017 engagement interview with BBC journalist Mishaal Hussain. But anyway, they're quite damaging. When public figures, particularly royals, offer conflicting accounts, it invites skepticism and scrutiny. It undermines their reliability and can diminish public sympathy as people begin to question other aspects of their story. For Meghan and Harry, maintaining consistency in their public disclosures is crucial for building trust and sympathy, particularly as they continue to navigate their post-royal life in the public eye. But the truth has proven that Meghan is not suited to life in the royal family, and she will never be able to build a true, noble image. She only deserves a life like a market.
And all of this obviously led to some conflict when Meghan and Harry decided to step back from royal duties. Can you elaborate on the consequences of that decision?
Meghan and Harry's decision to step back from official royal duties was a milestone not just for them, but for the entire royal family, when they announced that they would be stepping back from their official roles and seeking to become financially self-sufficient. They ended the monarchy's reliance on public funds and gave up using the title Royal Highness. The decision was not only a personal turning point, but also a challenge to the royal family's long-standing unwritten rules about maintaining a united front and not publicly protesting. Clearly, their decision has shaken up not only the internal structure of the royal family, but also had a profound impact on how the public views the royal family. Meghan and Harry's public criticism of the press and the methods of royal operations has exposed tensions that are not often publicized, hinting at the conflicts and pressures that can exist within the palace walls. This has also undermined the image of the royal family as a stable and unaffected institution by internal rifts. It has generated a strong reaction from the media and the public, with some feeling that their departure was a necessary move to protect their privacy and personal well-being, while others saw it as a betrayal of their royal duties and responsibilities. This unprecedented and public approach to royal life has also changed the nature of public discussions about the royal family, making them more transparent and taking into account a more personal level. What we are witnessing is a significant change in the relationship between the royal family and the public they serve. And this, I think, has led to a more negative reaction.
Did you know? It seems that Meghan and Harry are looking to build a new image for themselves through projects like the Netflix series. What do you think about them using this platform to tell their story?
Of course, it is a big platform, and it is a target for many celebrities. So it is a smart move, but also a risky one. By using Netflix, they not only control their story, but also reach a global audience. However, this also puts them at the center of debates about authenticity and personal motives, as many people are skeptical about the integrity of how they present events. It is important that they are very transparent and honest in their storytelling, so as not to be seen as creating a heavily edited version of events to serve their own purposes.
Thank you very much for your sharing. Our program has come to an end. It's time for us to say goodbye to our viewers. Thank you for watching our videos. Don't forget to support us by liking, sharing, and subscribing to our channel. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Goodbye and see you again.